Wendy AnsarWoodhouse, and I set up a charity called Right from the Start about 22 years ago, following working with very disturbed and violent teenagers who had been excluded from school and recognising how every one of them had been traumatised before they were 3. So that was my starting point, really. And I was a signatory to the first letter. I was the 107th signature on the letter that went to the Daily Telegraph in 2006. So I've been in the loop ever since then, and have been so cheered and impressed by the conferences and everything that followed, and of course absolutely thrilled with Wendy Elliott's amazing efforts. And so I'm part of the whole system, really. And Right from the Start, I suppose you could say, is what I hope will be the bedrock for all that Wendy's doing, because we cover, like an enormous multicoloured umbrella, every aspect of everything that everybody's been talking about over these 2 days. It's all there, but it's in what we call Right from the Start's life-affirming voice, which means that we write and we speak when we're doing DVDs just totally conversationally in terms and storytelling format so that it can be translated internationally and can be understood by everyone for whom we are writing and filming, which is parents, grandparents, childcare professionals, primary teachers, nursery teachers, the whole gamut. Every adult having anything to do with any child from conception to 12.
Sounds fantastic.
That's the umbrella.
And why do you think there is a need for an organisation like the Safe Childhood Movement? What do events like Flourish bring?
Well, the sense that has got to grow and grow that childhood is being eroded, harmed, damaged beyond belief, really. And it's so bad that a lot of people are actually blocking it out, I think. And parents have lost confidence to such an extent. And this is why this has been so helpful, that the masses of the speakers giving us masses of way forward. And of course, we want to encompass all those within what we're writing and presenting within Right from the Start. So we're bedded, I hope we will become bedded in to Wendy's Save Childhood Movement.
I hope so too.
As a spark, setting the tinder alight to get things going faster and more deeply, fully.
And what's been your high point from the conference so far?
Almost impossible to tell, because it's been more or less, there's been a high point everywhere. I was worried about 1 or 2 speakers because I thought they'd been so overworked. They'd kind of lost that real sort of go and catch them and tell them spirit. But they've been all wonderful, really, and particularly the ones that what I really want from this conference more than anything is not so much what I've learned from the speakers, which I knew already, but it so coloured what I knew, so brightly coloured it. But I really want to be in touch with many people who've attended the conference as delegates to say, please join me, please help complete Right from the Start. We've still got 6 more books to complete, and I need buckets of funding to get it off the ground, the rest of it off the ground. So I've been begging people to look at our new website, which was launched last week, and if they're inspired and their hearts are caught by anything in it, to say, would you like one of my stories? Would you like me to be part of the team working on that book?
And if you could see the Save Childhood Movement and Flourish do anything in the future, what would you most like to see it do?
Carry on just the way that Wendy has started so brilliantly, reaching out and encouraging people and giving them hope, really, that we actually can make changes happen, which is what I set up right from the start to do. But I was particularly impressed by the sense of support needed for parents, particularly mothers, which is what Right from the Start is actually all about. the need to support mothers so that they can actually mother and love mothering.
I think that's a lovely note
Yes,
to end on.
yes.
Thank you so much.